Obscene como our channel is so actually H Politics Avenue. Podcast are trending because big headlines. And the Jimre na YDB Exum, need him now Braxia, Mestrox, a young political highways. Na eja dema onia enye asem koto akra na Mestrox say po adomotre na me no kase wotime susu ja edi egu deputy attorney general chum justice slim size with cakes ongoing case between my fancy buffer stock CEO more alleged more money stolen monies from the state coffers no na lawyer for the plaintiff former attorney general lawyer Godfred Yeboah Odame. Yes. Court proceedings no course no who say statements, written statements are just a slim size at the bar court no, it was unverified. Like yen sign yen fire and chassis. Sign some will say in America say a poor adomotre a generation ought to be a attorney general office.
Today, another disgrace for the Attorney General's office. They go to case management processes. Godfred Odame completely flattened Sremsai at the case management. When I say flattened, I'm not exaggerating. Completely flattened. So case management has come up. You bring witness statement to support the new charges against Hanan. In the case management, viewers, you will be shocked at what I'm going to say. Shocker. The witness statements that they brought were not signed. Sremsai, Attorney General, you prepare witness statements. You take it to case management. Godfred Odame says, my lord, look at the thing. It's not signed though. From the time Ghana was made, from the time John Mensah Saba set up Aborigines, 1874, Saba was a lawyer. It has never happened. In 5,000 years, only Sremsai, since David built Jerusalem, 5,000 years, only Justice Sremsai is an attorney general who takes a witness statement into court and it is not signed. Only him. 5,000 years. Take 10 million lawyers in the world. Everybody will be shocked. This is the attorney generalship that we have. I feel sorry for John Dramani Mahama. I like John Mahama. People who know me know that. I feel sorry for him. As a president, how are you going to deal with this? President of Ghana, you are doing your work, then they call you and say, Mr. President, I'm reading something online. Your attorney general, he didn't sign witness, he didn't ensure that the witness had signed the statement before he took it to court. Oh, but Mr. President, what's happening? President Mohammed's initial instincts will be that it's not true. It's not, you put the phone down that, it's not true, it's not true. It is very true. It is so true. Wholly true. Nothing but the truth. Sremsai, he says Akufo-Addo gave him PhD. He pretends he's forgotten, but that one he deserves it, so it's okay. When I said Akufo-Addo paid for his PhD, he got his scholarship. When the scholarship came, I was there. The people said that this guy is an NDC lecturer. He was teaching at Gimpap. Students used to like him quite a bit. And they say he's an NDC lecturer. Akufo-Addo says, so what? You people, you like that too. Akufo-Addo gave the people problem. The hawks in NPP, Akufo-Addo gave them problem. Sometimes they hit back at him and say, Nanado, you see? When we're telling you this NDC people, you see? Akufo-Addo said that he's an NDC, so what? Is he qualified for it? Kingsley Ajiman. Is Sremsai qualified? He's qualified. So give it to him. Then the boys, I don't want to mention their name, say, hey, Nanado, this guy is an NDC. Akufo-Addo said, doesn't matter. That's how he became Dr. Sremsai. But he deserves it. No problem. Let's forget about that. How do you, PhD doctor, holder, you bring witness statements that are not signed? This is a total disgrace. An endless disgrace that we should try and banish it from our records. I'm even embarrassed saying it because it will go on social media. The record will be there. One day I travel, somebody will see me. I go to this. In fact, I have one conference coming up very soon. I go to the conference and they will say, hey, Ghana, I saw your video. You were saying that I think that didn't sign, but why? What's wrong with your people? They don't sign witness statements. And I have done the video and they're asking me and I'm Ghanaian, what will I do? What will I do? But as it is, I have to do the work. This is what has happened though. So the Hanan matter is on hold. It's on full hold. The judge was so angry that I said, hey, get out of here and go and sign the thing and bring it. What are you talking about? Go, wake up and go. So everybody took their bag. You see that thing that when you are leaving, your head is so heavy. Charlie, the same time I was holding his red bag, he was going slowly like that. The people call me, Paulus, where are you? Today I was a bit tired because I went to eat fancy cake at East Legon. So they thought that I was in the office here. But a friend of mine had invited me to see some fancy cake in East Legon. It's near the slushy thing. Okay, I want to show you where it is. So I went to eat fancy cake and stew. It's very nice. Yeah. And tomatoes. It was beautiful. I ate fancy cake, nice stew. So I was eating the fancy cake when they called me because I didn't think there would be any problem. Today is case management. I thought they would go and then when they finish, they'll call me and say, went to case management has been filed. So the date of trial is this so that I go to the court. I like Hanan, so I want to listen. So I didn't think they would call me today. And after I was in the court of appeal, I was following that. So I had a reporter there, so that was okay. Now, I didn't have a reporter at the Hanan because I didn't think it was anything. Charlie, me, I'm blowing my fancy cake and still, no, I get called. Paulus, where you there? I said, why? What's the matter? He said, no, where you there? Where you there? I said, there is Legon. He said, oh, what's the why is Legon? I said, oh, Sally, something small. He said, oh, Paulus. I said, why? He said, the way Sam say head make heavy. You for come. I said, what has happened? I put the cake down. Tell me what has happened. They told me I was quiet. I thought they would tell me and I'll be excited. I was dumbfounded. Justice Remsai, Deputy Attorney General, you file a witness statement. Behind every successful man, there's a woman. I live in AGNA, Magna Carta. It's a Bill of Rights. Or you can Google the Bill of Rights, it will come. It was in 1215. Maybe I'm getting 12, maybe it's 1237, maybe it's 1220 something, but it's 12 something. Way back at the time Oxford University was established, this principle was established in criminal jurisprudence that where an accused person is being accused, first, the standard of proof should be high. 1215. Yes, it's 1215. Magna Carta, 1215. I read it way back in government, when we were doing government, A-level government. So sorry, I'm old. So when I say A-level, I know people can relate to it. A-level government, Magna Carta. We used to joke with it. Then we have nicknames. Some of the boys, we call them Magna Carta because they would chew the thing the whole night. Viewers, we learned, and we are happy that we did. So Magna Carta is 1215 BC, yeah? And it's established the Bill of Rights. Okay. So in that Bill of Rights, it is guaranteed that an accused person should be allowed to defend himself with everything that he wants to defend himself with. So if an accused person says that the person who knows the matter that I have to tell the court is Mr. Paul Adomotri, he lives in London and he's not able to find money to come, the prosecution system, the court system would have to find money to bring Paul Adomotri down for him to come and say the thing that the accused person says, it is only Paul Adomotri who knows this thing. And it is only him who can give this information to the court. If the court gets this information, they will know that I'm innocent. If that happens, the courts, it is an obligation on the court to organize for the said Paul Adomotri to come from England to come and testify. That is the extent to which the law goes to protect the individual. Okay, they are giving me disclosure. It means that I'm spending too much time on the introduction. I'll move on very quickly. So this is the matter. Atacha comes to court and says that I want a discovery. So there's because of this right that is embedded in Magna Carta, which runs through all criminal jurisprudence. Because of that right, when I say jurisprudence, I mean the body of legal theory that governs criminal prosecution. That's what jurisprudence means. You can Google that as well. Jurisprudence is a Latin word again. Juris means law, prudence means prudence, yeah? Okay. All right. So because of that, the law has granted an application called discovery. Now, the application called discovery can be applied by defense counsel, lawyers for the defense. That application can be applied by them if they feel that the material that they will use to defend themselves, it is in the possession of the accused person or the government. So, for instance, X is being prosecuted, like Kwabena Dubois is being prosecuted. And then they've seized his passport. So his passport is at the CID. And then he says that I need the passport to be able to show you, not even that, that's not a good example. Kwabena Dubois is being prosecuted, and he says that On this matter, Serem cannot speak about it as Deputy Attorney General because that time he was in America. And then they say, yeah, Deputy Attorney General, you were not here, you were in America, so why are you speaking as if you were here? He says, I was here. They say, no, you were not here, you are lying. Now his passport is with him. It's not with me, it's with him. Now, the process of discovery allows the accused person, the lawyer for the accused person, to apply for discovery and tell the court that compels Serem to bring his own passport to the court that we can ascertain this matter. That's what discovery is about. So discovery recognizes that the accused person may need some material that is in the custody of the prosecution who are more powerful than the accused person. And therefore, the prosecution does not have the power to go and search accused person's house. They don't have the police. The defense does not have the power to search the prosecution's house. The defense does not have police. They don't have immigration. They don't have CID. They don't have airports. They don't have anything. They just have themselves and the law. So the rule of discovery is that where the defense counsel, so emasculated by their role as defense and their hands are cut off, that's what I mean by emasculated, they can apply to the court and tell the court that this material, it is in the hands of the prosecution. They should bring it. Because the prosecution will now be asked to bring something from within their fold that will be used to challenge their own case. So they may be resistant in doing so. So the legal system brings about the rule of discovery, that counsel can apply for discovery that this person should bring it so that we'll use against him. With that background, let's look at the meaning of discovery and I'll show you what has happened in the Court of Appeal today. Black's Law Dictionary's 4th edition says discovery means the disclosure by a party of facts, titles, documents, or other things which are in his exclusive knowledge or possession and which are necessary to the party seeking the discovery as part of a course or action pending or to be brought in another court or as evidence of his right or title in such proceedings. It's written for lawyers, so don't worry about the repetition and the punctuations that are made to settle everything. So that's discovery. The learned counsel for Kwabena Yeboah, Atachia, was shocked to the bone and marrow when he found out that a bank statement, and you know this Kwabena Yeboah thing is about banks, a bank statement has been brought to the court by prosecutor Serem. He brought a bank statement to the court. When he brought the bank statement, about 70 pages of the bank statement had been taken out. And he brings bank statement of only page 2 to the court. And then Atachia says, but I've not seen some of this before. What is the meaning of this? Where is the rest of the bank statement? Because we need the rest of the bank statement to make our case that whatever allegation you are making is unfounded. So long as you can produce the entire bank statement, we will show the court. Serem says, I can't give you the entire. How do you bring a bank statement from Advantage company, Kwabena Yeboah's company? You publish their banks. You know that he's the owner. He also has a bank statement. But you publish the bank statements in the court, and you publish only small and leave the rest. I mean, viewers, how callous can people be? How wicked? You want to by force jail the guy, and you think you have the courts. By force, they want to jail him. Because viewers, how do you explain this thing? And that's why it was useful for an application to go for this trial to be shown on television. As for this Kwabena Yeboah trial, it pains me that it's not on TV. It should have been on TV for everybody to see the disgrace and the embarrassment that is happening to our local jurisprudence. It should have been on TV for everybody to see. How do you say that an accused person cannot be entitled to a bank statement, the full bank statement, but you only want to bring 2 pages? Atta was beside himself with anger. The judge said, Atta can go on with the case. He doesn't need those bank statements. That's the judge's opinion. Atta was outraged. He filed to the Court of Appeal. This is a high court trial. He goes to the Court of Appeal where 3 judges are looking at it. And again, that's how the jurisprudence has been set up. 1 judge at the High Court, 3 judges at the Court of Appeal. So if you don't like what a High Court judge has said, there will be 3 other senior colleagues of his to look at it for you. And if they look at it and they agree with him, then you know that you are getting out. If they look at it and they disagree with him, the Supreme Court is still available. But the Court of Appeal is 3 judges all the time, 3 judges. So it may be all 3 saying the same thing, or 2 versus 1. A 2-1 or a 3-0 signifies a victory for the applicant who's gone to the Court of Appeal. Now let's see what the Court of Appeal said. Take off the Black's Law Dictionary. Let's get to the matter. is coming. Okay. So what happened today at the Court of Appeal? Thank you very much, producer. Okay, so the present appeal was occasioned by happenings at the High Court. The defense team for Kwabena Duboahen, his wife Angela Ěmbǎrrassěš, and Advantage Solutions Limited filed an application requesting additional disclosures from the prosecution. Specifically, they asked for the missing pages of Advantage Solutions Limited UMB bank account statements, clarification on whether the 49.1 million in question was solely for cyber defense procurement, and access to broader national security operation records, especially accounts. So you see it here. They asked for the missing pages of the Advantage Solution UMB accounts. Now, how does an attorney general go to court and present missing pages? He has it all. He doesn't bring it to the court. You are asked bring it. He says, I won't bring it. Because he's aware that when he brings these things, his allegations will collapse. He's aware. He's clearly aware. So he doesn't want to do it. Anyway, you have to always give faith to the Ghanaian judiciary, and they have saved the democracy. We said it in our book. We've had a whole chapter on how the judiciary has saved this country's democracy. The Court of Appeal, once again, has risen to the occasion. Let's see what they said. At that time, the High Court, presided over by Justice John Eugene Nyante Nyandu, dismissed most of these requests. The defense appealed this ruling, arguing that the refusal to disclose requested documents undermines their constitutional right to a fair trial. The Court of Appeal ordered the prosecution to provide. So this is what the Court of Appeal said. The Court of Appeal today has ordered the prosecution to provide pages 2 to 89 of the Advantage Solutions UMB bank account statements, which had been omitted. Thank you very much, Court of Appeal. Thank you. Because how else are we? Where does this happen in the world? Where? In the Anglo-American jurisprudence, where does this happen? Where does it happen? It doesn't happen anywhere. Only Dominica Haiti and Sremsai. I don't know whether they don't belong to the Anglo-American jurisprudence, whether they belong to civil law countries. Even in civil law countries, that doesn't happen. Where do they? I don't know whether they get it from satellites, from the moon. Where do they get their jurisprudence from? Dominica Haiti taught me he has great jurisprudence as far as I'm concerned. I don't know whether Sremsai is influencing him another way or the other way. I don't understand it. How can an attorney general of all people, the government lawyer, the minister for justice, that's why I said, should we start calling the minister for injustice? The minister for justice comes to court and says that you cannot have, he brings bank statement that he has omitted. He should be the one arresting people who do that. But they brought bank statement, they omitted, and the judge agreed with them. Today, the Court of Appeal by 3-0, all three judges said, hey, go and bring the bank statement today. What are you talking about? This is it. The Court of Appeal ordered the prosecution to provide pages 2 to 89 of Advantage Solutions Limited UMB account statement, which has been omitted. The court also directed the immediate past National Security Coordinator to disclose whether the 49.1 million was intended exclusively for cyber defense procurement. These disclosures were considered directly relevant to the charges and necessary for the defense to mount a fair case. Thank you, Court of Appeal. Thank you. When this case started, Kwabena Duboahen's lawyers told the prosecution that at the end of the day, Kwabena Duboahen was taking instructions from the National Security Coordinator. The account you are talking about is not Kwabena Duboahen's account. It is the coordinator's account. Chairman, the old coordinator who passed, operated it. The next coordinator, I won't mention his name. I don't want to mention his name. He's a national security man. The next coordinator has been operating it. He's alive. Why don't you ask him? Oh, prosecution say, no, we don't want to know. We don't want to know. We won't ask the national security anything. We are taking you to court. We are putting you inside. We will jail you and you will see. Next time when we ask you to do plea bargain, you will do it. Something like that. So today the court said, the Court of Appeal is baffled. You have a national security. You are trying somebody. He says that everything I did, my boss knows about it. My boss is the National Security Coordinator. His documents have been inherited by your National Security Coordinator. If you won't call my boss, you call your Razak. The Razak, what have you inherited on the cyber equipment that was supposed to have come from Israel for 49.1? That one too, they won't ask Razak. They won't ask anybody. Prosecution, they are prosecuting. We come to prosecution. You bring bank statements. You have omitted. I can't believe it. Prosecution has taken the page 1, then page 2. That's all. Then they are saying that, but this bank statement, I know it. It has 89 pages. Why have you omitted the rest? They say, oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, pa, Sremsai. Why? What are you people doing? You are turning the judicial thing upside down. What are you people doing? You are embarrassing John Mahama. You are just embarrassing him. He's a good man. You are embarrassing the president, attorney general people. You are disgracing the president. And you are disgracing the beautiful office you have inherited. You are disgracing it. Disgrace. Godfred Dame, I was there when they said Atu-Forson should come and file statements. Dame said, no, take it to him in parliament. I was shocked. I was looking at him. I said, Ěmbǎrrassěš. He said, oh, he's a minority leader. At that time, I was a minority leader. He's a member of parliament. You know where he is. Why are you asking him to come in? Take that thing to him for him to sign. Go to him. You go to him. You sign it and send it to the court and we move on. Bail. He said, oh, Atu-Forson self-recognizance bail. That's what Godfred Dame said. That Atu-Forson can have a self-recognizance. He doesn't need to come and file bail bond. No. Akufo-Addo will not even be happy with me. He's a member of parliament. We know him. He's not going to run away anywhere. Give him self-recognizance bail. But that is how you process criminal trials. Because criminal trials are not emotional. You don't have to be angry with Kwabena Dubois when you are prosecuting him criminally. You are just doing your work. You don't hate him. So just do your work. But some people do the work as if they hate somebody. And they have been given government power. The worst thing is to use government power against somebody in the form of hatred and things. It's so bad. It's just too bad. But they do it all the time, isn't it? They do it. So this is what has happened. This is what has happened. The court said that national security person attach.
We ain't some who Tim Coswo channel, so Mamma say, Ujemre Ohara, Senator Body and Yadum be Arumania, Onya, Yabasang Asumo.